Hi, this is Shannon from Shannon Watts Art and Design, and I wanted to show you the 2020 Christmas cards. These will be available on the website. We'll sell them in packs of 10. They come with envelopes. And here we go. I'm starting with a light pencil drawing. And this year we decided to go and do something that we haven't done yet. And we're going to put Santa in an old Woody, kind of a gasser actually. We've got zoomies on it. We've got the lifted front end. And you'll notice that at some points I will remove different things. Because I'll go, wait a second, let's add something here, or let's change this up. That's the cool thing about pencils is you got an eraser. Right there I removed part of the old Woody because we need to have Santa on here with his beard and mustache and hat streaming backwards in the wind. So there's Santa kind of penciled in there. And the cool thing about cartoons is it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be in perspective. Everything can be exaggerated. And I decided to add a wreath on the front of it, make it Christmassy, and I also decided, hey, let's strap a Christmas tree to the top. And we removed the back glass from this Woody so we can actually run the rope around, tie it down real good. Then I decided to throw some ornaments on there, and you can see some of those are falling off as Santa's ripping down the road. And you can see Santa's knuckles and his fuzzy dice hanging in the windshield here. Then we put some cartoon smoke boiling off the tires, since he's getting on it pretty good here. Got the front wheels off the ground. You'll notice that eventually these lines get darker as I get things nailed down to where I want them. I want to do some hand lettering on the door. And so we call this one the toy hauler, since Santa's delivering gifts in his Woody. And we will put some packages in there. Those packages are not nailed down too well. They're actually kind of flying around. A little bit of holly around the lettering on the door, some pin striping. And then here's where it gets real. This is where I start actually putting some of the line drawing in actual marker. I'm actually using a Copic micro liner here. And you'll notice the shop towel I have, that keeps me from smudging the ink. So if I put my hand back down, I don't want to be smudging that ink all over the place. Then I get out the straight edge, and for some of the areas where I want a really smooth line, I'll use these circle templates, straight edge, French curve. That helps me get really nice smooth lines. For the most part though on a cartoon, I do mostly freehand. A little more detail on the door. Get the windshield framed in. Working on the letters, I want to kind of make those nice and straight where I can. Got those running lights there, the park lights, all inked in. A little wood grain there on the door. Now here I'm going around the whole thing and I'm removing all of my pencil marks. It's one thing I don't like is on my finished piece, I don't want pencil marks in there. And if I start going in with the marker over the top of those pencil marks, they kind of get covered up, but they can also permanently be bonded with that marker. So I try to remove those. Here I decided, hey, let's put in another little package, but that little package is bounced out. So kind of a last minute thing. It's like, hey, let's add a little more detail. Then I put a little bit of wood grain on the trunk of the tree, the Christmas tree. Then we come in and we start going in with the black. Going in with the darker areas first. And then we'll put in some of the grays. Got the grill inked in. Then we did some blue highlights on the tires themselves, so some of the reflection from the sky. And there we go with some of the grays. Then we started on some of the chrome. We're putting some of the reflections from the sky, so you'll see a lot of blue on there. And then on the bottom edges you'll see a lot of earth tones, French grays. And then we start putting in some hot rod red. I'm going with a really dark red for the shadows. And even some pink in here. So that pink is where the highlights are. And here we go with a darker red in the shadows of the body. And then I'm going around with this like a fine line marker on the inside edges of all the body there to get that filled in. And then here's some more of the pink highlights. And then we're going to darken it in with some scarlet red. We're doing some blending there with some of the different colors. And then boom, here comes the wood grain. So those inset areas are a lighter color. Kind of yellowish browns, and here comes some letters here. Darkening those in, the ivy, getting some of the detail on there, getting the red holler inked in, getting the flames put on the zoomies. And here comes the details on the wreath. Working on the bow now. Got my ropes in. And darkening the inside. That'll make the packages and Santa pop when we get some color on them. Here we go with a dark green for the shadows on the Christmas tree. And then light green for the highlights. And then we go with a medium green on the rest of the tree. And here we go on the trunk of the tree. Get the star detailed and put in all of the ornaments. And here's our package that is bouncing out. And a few more packages inside. And here comes the detail on Santa. There's his hat, rosy cheeks, red nose, darked in his sunglasses, a few details, and then here pretty quick, there we go, we're going to go on get the windshield done, showing the reflections, seeing some details inside but not much. And then pretty soon I'll be adding my signature. I'm going to put shadows underneath it first, and then the signature, and then we're going to call it done. And then next you're going to be able to see it with the digital background. And this is the way that the cover of the card is going to look. Now we also have the old cards that we have made in the past. So these are still available on the website. We keep reordering these. So those are available also at shannonwattsart.com. And I appreciate you watching. And let's hope that 2021 is better than 2020, and have a very Merry Christmas.